So a usual suspect over in rural Yorkshire gets filmed casually ripping apart a centuries old dry stone wall instead of just using the gap down the end or simply hopping over the bloody thing. Naturally, some based AF Yorkshireman decides to bollock the mop-head git and luckily doesn't come away with multiple puncture wounds in his gut for a change.
Oh, thank God.
Small mercies, eh? Anyway, this isn't just some bored kid being a prick for shits and giggles. This is the cultural destruction of England unfolding in real time in the heart of the Yorkshire Dales, where dry stone walls have stood for hundreds of years as living monuments to British ingenuity, patience and love of the land. And these walls aren't just some random rock stacked up on top of each other, they're architectural marvels. No mortar, just perfectly interlocking stones fitted like a 3D jigsaw by generations of stonemasons who understood the landscape, the weather and the soil. Legacies left by men of a dying art. Such things define the British countryside. They're history you can touch. They're part of what makes England England. And this freaking scumbag is dismantling it piece by piece.
Oh dear, I seem to have spotted a cunt!
And let's not forget the sheer cost and entitlement on display here. Repairing a dry stone wall like this ain't a quick DIY job. You're talking hundreds, sometimes thousands of pounds, plus a skilled stonemason who knows the old techniques. It takes real time, real expertise, real care. But I guess none of that matters to him. He just rips it apart, then has the absolute gall to turn to the person filming and ask with genuine indignation why he's being filmed in the first place. Like mate, you're literally committing criminal damage in broad daylight. The friggin' farce is off the charts here, lads. I mean, this is pure Jean Raspai's Camp of the Saints energy in microcosm. Your universe has no meaning to them. They will not try to understand. They will be tired, they will be cold, they will make a fire with your beautiful oak door. Except here it's not a door. It's an old wall that took years of quiet English grit to build. They don't see the beauty, the history, they don't see the value. They just see something that's in their way. So like most of their ilk, they go and break it. No wonder old Farmer Joe is tricky to fuck.
You can't just go around smashing shit up because you want to go through it. I don't care, it's not your wall. It's not your fucking wall.
And seemingly, so are many around the nation given how viral this clip has gone. But let's be honest here, this type of demoralisation is exactly what the left has been engineering for years. The same political class and their BBC mouthpieces have spent over a decade running a bizarre ideological campaign to flood the countryside with third world immigrants because reasons. Remember the endless mainstream media articles screeching that rural Britain is too white, racist and hostile, and all because melanated peeps supposedly feel unwelcomed in rustic grasslands?
That's fucking retarded, fucking retarded, fucking retarded.
Well, they've been openly pushing mass migration into villages and market towns as if slapping a diversity quota on sheep fields is some kind of moral victory. And now look at the result. Mindless destruction in the Dales. Machete gangs in quaint sleepy English villages. Literal orcs in the Shire, Pippin. And you've now got this ludicrous jarring aesthetic. A gormless bug-eyed brown kid from a completely different civilization, standing in the middle of God's own country with a Yorkshire accent to boot, and thus meaning he was likely born here, or at least raised from childhood, yet clearly having zero genuine connection to the place he's found himself in. His own culture never built anything of lasting beauty or permanence. No dry stone walls, no cathedrals, no foreign landscapes that endure for centuries. All it knows is short-term extraction and wanton destruction. He has no respect for the hard graft that went into every single stone. No understanding of the history, the blood, sweat and quiet pride that created this landscape. It's not his heritage, it's not his legacy, it's not his England. So why would he care if it turns into rubble? He has no emotional investment, no sense of stewardship, no concept of legacy or ties to the soil beneath. To him it's just rocks in a field, something to be used or broken on a whim, and all to suit his own purposes. And this is a pattern we see everywhere really. The more of these types are deliberately planted into high trust, high functioning British communities, the worse everything seems to get. Everything is eventually destroyed. Well, literally, like this wall. Pubs close, crime rises, social trust collapses, and the aesthetic of the nation slowly erodes until it's unrecognisable. They don't integrate because they were never meant to. We can see now that they were imported as demographic weapons, and certainly not as future Britons, happily contributing to the national fabric. Remember, evil cannot create, only destroy. The beautiful, ordered, high-trust England that took centuries of careful cultivation to build is being deliberately flooded and literally dismantled by people who never contributed to it and indeed never will. Whilst the left keep calling the countryside problematic and continue importing the third world into it, the rest of us get to watch our national soul get kicked further down, stone by stone, wall by wall, by their hostile avatars of utopian progressive naivete. Well, perhaps then, it's simply time for a restoration of Britain.
Or even actively hates our way of life, wishes to do us harm, then they must leave or be made to leave. If that means millions go, then millions go. We're constantly told that